Hey guys, welcome to Dash and Holmesy Dance Your Hearts Out. I'm one of your hosts, Dash, along with my co-host, Holmesy. How's it going, Holmesy?
It's weird hearing the intro as "Dance Your Hearts Out." I'm so used to it being "Take Your Hearts." I'm not ready for a podcast name change yet.
I'm not even ready for us to be doing this in person, to be honest.
So I guess for anybody that's listening right now, we are at my house. So Dash has come around and brought the game to mine, and we've played it in my lounge room. We've gone through a bit of it, but it's unusual being
face to face,
sitting across the table. It's like we're on a coffee date or something.
Yeah, except we're drinking ice water,
powered
by Twitch. Powered by Twitch. Even though we're not live on we're not live on Twitch today.
Our drinks are powered by Twitch.
The water's powered by Twitch, but we're not live on Twitch today. Oh man, the irony. Guys, if you didn't know, this is Dash and Holmesy. It's our tri-weekly book club inspired gaming podcast where Holmesy and I are currently delving into the world of Persona 5. But today is our New Year's Eve special. So we're dancing our hearts all the way to 2019. That's so bad, I know, but that's what I wrote, alright?
Did you write that? You got that written down? Yeah. Oh my god.
We're playing the Persona 5 Dancing Endless Night Collection. Myself and Holmesy checked it out quickly today. We thought we'd... thanks to the guys over at FiveStar Games, we thought we'd check that out real quick, which was really cool. So if you like that, guys, make sure that you follow us here on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Dash and Holmesy, or on dashandholmesy.com. Holmesy was just running around just to go grab the copy of it. He's just checking out the back of it as well.
I didn't look at it.
You didn't look at the back of it?
Nah, I just grabbed the game out of the box. I was like, just keen to stick it in the PS4. Let's go.
That's it. So, guys, if you like that, make sure that you follow us on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Dash and Holmesy, or on iTunes, where you can give us a cheeky 5-star rating. Also, you can find us every 3 weeks over on 8bit.net with our hungry family. Holmesy's like just keen to check out the back of the cover at the moment. He's like, ooh, this looks nice. So for transparency's sake, yes, 5-star did give us a review copy, which I did already install on my system at home, but I did actually buy the actual game. I'm always a supporter of, if I like the game, I will purchase the game as well as a review copy. So I did that. I bought the copy over to Holmesy's house, and we played it a little bit this morning. We had a lot of fun playing it, which was cool. It was something different as well. It's not something that Holmesy, once again, usually would play, I guess. Nah. Holmesy, I want to talk a little bit about the song list, because we played both Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight, and Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight. And obviously there's an unfamiliarity with the Persona 3 series, because you haven't played anything besides Persona 5. And as soon as we booted it up, your first comments were, I've already liked the song list on Persona 3 better than what I do in Persona 5. Yeah,
well, the intro song that played, it had like, I don't know, it's just this, it's obviously an older game too, like it's a PS2 game from what I know. Yeah. But like the music, what year did the game come out?
I'll have a look, but keep going.
But like, I don't know, whatever year it came out, like the music from that time, I guess, like it's obviously, that's an influence for the music that's in the game too, but like it just sounded good. Like it was immediately appealing to me. Persona 5 took a while to grow on me for like the bass music.
Right.
That was like the core music in the game. Like I remember like in like the first palace, the music took me a while to be like, oh my god, this is really repetitive. But now like, you know, it's grown on me. Whereas like Persona 3, as soon as we heard the intro, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I dig this. This is I like this. This is good.
I noticed that I saw your eyes widen a little bit when you heard that. I was like, oh. I think I like this music better. And by the way, the game Persona 3 came out originally in 2006 on PlayStation 2.
Right.
So that's probably takes you a little bit back.
Takes you way back. I was 20.
Yeah. So there you go.
No, I wasn't 20. How old was I? What was it? 2006.
I was talking about 20.
20? 2006. I was 14. What am I saying? I'm thinking about finishing high school. I finished high school in 2010.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ, come on.
I was 14.
Old man over here. I was 20.
Sick maths, guy.
That's more my age these days, man. I was going to say, though, like, obviously, there is a bit of a kindred connection there with music that kind of was a little bit different back then as well. I mean, then again, we're playing a Japanese rhythm game as well. But a lot of the games that were made back then on PlayStation 2 were, their origin was from Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
And a lot of the games, the music that we did hear from back then, were kind of what we heard today as well with like Persona 3 and all that. It is a bit of a kindred connection there as well. You know, we've got a lot of games that come to mind from Japan as well.
Well, Patapon was one of them.
Patapon,
Which is, I mentioned that when we were playing before, but Patapon is, I think it's a Japanese original game, or originated from there.
Yeah,
like
it is,
but it's been released in Australia or like around the world, and it was a popular game for like PS Vita and PSP.
Yep.
Haven't really seen much of it though, because unfortunately, obviously, PlayStation's handheld market has sort of died.
Oh, right.
Sadly, but yeah, they were good games. That's at least what I know for like beat games. I don't really know too much else apart from like that drumming game, which is like there's like another drumming game. You know the one you see like in the arcades as well. There's like you get the 2 sticks and the 2 different drums. And There's like these videos of like people in Japan like playing it backwards and blindfolded and all that stuff. Like that's the only other beat game that I know of. And I don't even know what it's called.
I can't remember what that one's called. The other one I know is the Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, hell yeah, DDR. Yeah.
I see that a lot. I've never actually seen it in person. I've seen it in movies and stuff. Yeah. I have seen it in person. I've never like stood there, watched a person play it. Because every time I've walked by them, it was always empty. But yeah, I've seen Dance Dance Revolution on movies and everything, like Scott Pilgrim. They play that, but yeah, there's a lot of those kind of things. So it's very similar to that. There was also like there's some other stuff that I've seen on like Vita and PlayStation and everything. They kind of like they had the arrows that point up and they scroll on the screen.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero is another one as well.
Yes, I miss Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar Hero is very it's rhythm, but it's also familiarity. Because a lot of the songs that are on Guitar Hero are westernized as well. They're not Japanese.
Well, they're also just normal songs as well. Whereas like everything in this, to my knowledge, is remixes, right?
They're remixes from every game.
Original games soundtracks.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's tracks that we didn't touch because I didn't want Holmesy to get spoiled because in Persona 5 he's just past Futaba's Palace at this time. So
interestingly, I was surprised to see so we booted up Persona 3. Obviously, everything's a spoiler for me because I've never played the game.
Yeah, well, that one doesn't really matter. Yeah,
but that's not a big deal. But like Persona 5, I was surprised to see we loaded up the song list, and the first 4 songs that were there, Dash is looking at the names of the songs and listening to previews of them and looking like the name was a red flag for the 4th song, which is like the first set of songs you can play. Yeah, and Dash is like, No. And then looks up like the video for the actual song and goes, yep, no, we're definitely not playing that.
Definitely.
Although I suppose for people that haven't played the game,
it's,
I mean, as soon as you load the game up, like there's already a character in there that looks like they're part of the crew that I haven't unlocked in Persona 5. It's not a massive spoiler really, but there's someone that I've seen who is going to become a Persona user later now.
Well, the thing is, where you're up to anyway, it's not going to be much of a spoiler.
It's pretty soon, I guess, anyway, right? Yeah, so there's that. But like, it's interesting to see that such a...
she's on the box art anyway, Holmesy, if you haven't heard.
There's the box art too, I was surprised to see such a big song in the game. Like, it sounds like, from the reaction you had, it was an endgame song, but I'm surprised to see, like, a late game piece of the soundtrack in the early start, I'm surprised to see that.
Well, the thing is, the game release essentially is for those hardcore Persona players. The game is made for people who love their Persona music. I mean, somebody like me, I'm now titled by some people as a fucking freak of nature who owns 6 copies of Persona 5 for some reason.
Don't you actually own 6 copies?
I actually own 6 copies of Persona 5. You've got one here, all right? Like as somebody like who owns the fucking vinyl and loves the soundtrack and everything, this game is made for me. You know, even though I can't play it for shit.
You'll get better.
Very evident by us playing it this morning how we failed like 90% of the tracks basically.
It was like the first 2 tracks that each of us tried. Actually, no. You failed your first one. I failed my first 2.
Yeah.
And then Dash finally got a clear, and we're just like, yes.
Yeah, we got a clear on the second track in the Persona 3 dancing in Moonlight, which was it was a familiar track to me because I had heard it previously playing Persona 3. So there are some tracks that aren't remixes. There are some tracks that are original tracks from the game.
I didn't realize that.
Not all of them are remixes. So, but the Persona 5 dancing in Starlight, the first 4 tracks you do get are all remixes.
I noticed that because that's what made me think the whole thing was remixed.
Well, that's why I essentially was like, okay, we'll play Rivers in the Desert, right? Because I thought that's one of the bangers. Like, that is one of the fucking bangers in Persona 5.
Yeah, you said Matt was...
Matty Jerkins
was pretty keen on that as well. Like, he mentioned that in one of our last pods.
Well, when you streamed it, for the first time, he said, "Man, you were like, because you mentioned the music, I'm like, oh, it's elevator music. I'm not really keen on it."
Yeah.
And Matty Jerkin's like, "Dude, you haven't heard Rivers in the Desert."
Yeah. I remember him saying that now too. Yeah.
He said, "You haven't played Rivers in the Desert yet. Once you get to Rivers in the Desert, you are gonna freak." And it is one of those things where, once you get to Rivers in the Desert, you're gonna freak. And I won't mention when it is or what it is or anything. It's
we'll
big.
find out.
But yeah, it's awesome, dude. And but the thing is, Whims of Fate, which was the 4th track listing, has major spoilers in like the video and in the track itself. And I was like, no. You cannot play this. So I quickly checked the YouTube, because obviously each song listing has its own setting in it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, like if you're playing the first track listing, you saw the city of Shibuya and all that other stuff. I was like, okay, no, these are safe. And it has the beach setting as well, which you'll probably see in, like, once you boot up the game the next time anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, that's safe too. Whatever, it's just the beach setting, so that's nothing. But that 4th one, I was like, no, you cannot.
Hard no.
Oh, no. So once you get there, man, like, honestly, we've talked about this on Persona 5, on Take Your Hearts. It's essentially like right now you're going downhill, like you said, downhill easily, and it's steamrolling right now. And the positivity that's about to come out of I know what you're going to say when you see these next few palaces.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you're going to freak the fuck out. And it's going to be really good. Now, we're talking about the dancing ones. Obviously, with the song list and familiarity and unfamiliarity of playing them, in terms of a rhythm style game as well. So we played Persona 3 one. There was less of a success in playing the Persona 3, obviously, because there was unfamiliarity of them. Persona 5, you got through them, like,
I got all of them right. Like, I played, you played one song, I played 2, and I passed both of them first time because I knew the songs.
Right.
Like, it's super easy to do. Like, when I say super easy, like, I messed up some parts, obviously, because, like, it took me a while to get the whole joystick flick for, like, fever and scratches or whatever. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But, once I got there, like, you hear once you hear the songs, though, like, I mean, I think the hardest part was, like, Persona 3, I didn't know the songs, and some of the beats, like, syncopated as well. Like, there's off beats and stuff, and I was kind of like, It's just weird to get my head around, and then Persona 5, I was like, I know when the beats are on this one.
I gotta ask, hearing Persona 3 and Persona 5 track, did you enjoy what you heard? Like, I know you're a bit on the music and everything about Persona 5. Like, is it something that is starting to catch on with you at the moment, with even playing and now we're kind of just merging a little bit of Take Your Hearts into this.
Yeah. I mean, it's relevant, though.
Oh, yeah, it is very relevant, yeah.
I liked what I heard in there, like, the remixes, like, they sounded good. I think, like, part of what's grown on me with Persona 5, and I guess, like, it's grown on me because it's changed, though. Like, one of the, like, the intro song when you're in, like, Sejiro's cafe, when you're in LeBlanc, like, the music in the start of the game is just, like, the really cruisy, like, quiet, like, you know, standard music. And then as you progress through the game, eventually, like, more gets added to the song, and then eventually you hear, like, more instruments, and then you hear vocals in it.
Yeah.
And that progression with the song is also, like, how my progression of liking the music in the game has kind of grown too. So hearing the remixes of songs that I now actually enjoy listening to or hearing in the game, I liked what I heard. It's good how I like the remix.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, because it was something that you were kind of a bit with at the start, and with repetitive music, and obviously having repetitive music that you don't enjoy, it kind of puts a turn off on you afterwards, and you don't want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of got that a little bit at the start. Like, you mentioned elevator music to MP5, and, like, I think that was LeBlanc's music at the start.
That's what you said, yeah.
And being in, like, you know, just your home, like, city area, it's just like, man, this is really boring.
Yeah.
But now there's extra layers to the song that I can hear. It's like, I like this now. It's good.
Well, you were mentioning it last podcast that you said that, you know, you just had it on in the background and it was playing, and you had a cup of coffee and you were just sipping your coffee going, yeah, this is nice.
This is nice,
yeah. And it's something that, you know, once you get through the game as well, you will unlock more soundtracks throughout the game as well. Once you play the story mode in each game, which was something that we didn't touch on the games at all. Which I probably maybe will leave this with you today. If you get through Persona 5, you can chuck through some of these and check it out later on as well. But the thing is, with each soundtrack as well, each track that you unlock through the soundtrack as well, you will unlock original tracks and remixes through them, and obviously, like, some unexpected remixes that will come out, even like the Shibuya theme as well, which will come through as well. Like, it's nice. It's nice. I think they've done a really good job on remixing a lot of the soundtrack, and since Persona 4 Dancing All Night came out, it was one of those things where I expected them to actually release this version of the game, like a dancing rhythm game, because the popularity of Persona is immense in Japan.
Yeah.
And the fandom of it obviously comes through in what we're doing right now of Take Your Hearts, of the amount of people that were surprised who are actually listening to the podcast. It's obviously got a huge fan base and fandom and everything about it, including the creative styling of the actual game, which is something I want to bring up. So the style of each game, obviously Persona 3 and Persona 5 have their own unique style, and the thing is with like everything that we see in the original games and the dancing games is their unique way of presenting the game in UI and all that kind of thing. It's very different to what you would usually see in other games, and it's something that I think is very unique in what they do when developing a game. So like, for example, when you are playing Persona 5 and you're defeating a boss or anything like that, and Joker starts running through the UI. Like,
when you finish the fight, I like that, yeah.
And the UI kind of spins around him like a ribbon, That kind of shit there you don't find in a lot of games.
No, they've put a lot of effort into it, making it look. I did notice actually, this is very much like it emphasizes more the rhythm game kind of aspect, because a lot of this menu I saw looked like DDR style stuff too. Like you're just going through your songs and all that, and like obviously there's a certain way you got to present soundtracks and music gameplay anyway. Yeah. But it just the way that you could select your difficulty and characters and all that kind of stuff made me think of DDR when we were playing it. So,
right.
Yeah.
So do you have much experience with DDR?
I used to play like occasionally if I went to like an arcade. Like I think Ruby and I played at Be Lucky and Sons in the city in Melbourne. So like we played there and like had a bit of a muck around playing like that. So I'm not a pro. I look like a fish out of water, but like it's a game that you play for fun, not for being good at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and essentially this is what it is too as well with Persona 5, the dancing games as well. They're not. It's a skill-based game, and it's something that you just chuck on to have a little bit of mindless fun with.
I'm interested to see how many songs are in it, though. I was looking at the back of the cover just a second ago, because I was going to say, like, I wonder, but it doesn't actually say on here how many.
Let me Google.
Cool thing as well, you can actually pick, and you can do this in Persona 5 as well, but I've just seen you can actually pick English or Japanese voiceovers, too.
Yeah.
Which I think is really nice that they've added that in the same game. Like, a lot of other games out there now. Here we go. Great example of, like, a negative spin on this too, and we're going to be obviously doing Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
We're going to dash into the Open Your Hearts later.
Yep.
But I remember back in the day when I wanted to play. This is PS2 times. This is a long time ago. Right. It's a bit of a tangent, but it's also related to what we're talking about.
Yeah, of course.
The languages. Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1, Japan being the lucky bunch of people they are, and
they get it early.
Yeah. No, not even that. They got a Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix. And Kingdom Hearts Final Mix has a bunch of more challenging and extra bosses, as well as extra keyblades and enemies and a whole bunch of stuff at the time that wasn't available in the English release. And if you wanted to play them, you had to buy a Japanese PlayStation 2. You had to buy the Japanese copy of the game and then read it in Japanese. And just like basically, if you see your images on the screen, you wouldn't know what they're saying. And you'd need to basically figure out what each option is, like in Japanese versus English.
Is this in the remixes?
Now the Final Mix games are what you get on PS3 and PS4.
Okay, yeah.
But back in PS2 days, I very nearly went to the effort of buying a PS2.
Oh my god!
And getting it set up and just like trying to like
just
translate
so you could play
Japanese. Just like, I wanted the keyblades. I wanted to get the extra keyblades, fight the extra enemies, all that kind of stuff. But you couldn't change the language and you couldn't change the audio. Whereas now, you can do it on this.
Yeah, so
I like that.
That's one really cool option as well for any enthusiasts out there who actually want to play the games in Japanese, which is really cool.
Saying that I'm sure that at the time there was also limitations for what they could actually fit on a disc. So I understand that.
Yeah. Well, questioning that. So, for example, what you just mentioned, we're about to like have an early preview of Open Your Hearts here. Like playing the game and jumping into it. Like, were you able to 100% the game? Playing the normal Kingdom Hearts as
like on PS2. Like the English version of the game was technically different. So like Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 that released in Australia was the standard game. Final Mix content didn't exist on the game, so essentially you got 100% what was available.
Oh, okay.
But then later on, Japan still got Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, but then over time they re-released extra Final Mix copies. So it's like a re-release of a game with more content. But I guess like now we've obviously got a lot more technology's advanced a whole bunch. You can probably fit 2 languages on a disc, which clearly you can.
Yeah.
PS2 days, I'm sure they couldn't do that, but it would have been nice to have like some way of including that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry, bit of a tangent, but like
No,
I like
no,
that you
no,
can do
who cares?
moral of the point. I like that you have 2 options for language in there.
It's our podcast, man. You can talk about whatever you want. I was going to say, also, another thing, which I personally appreciate because obviously playing Persona 3 back in the day, they've upgraded all the models of the Persona 3 characters into making them look Persona 5 now.
I just highlighted that point too.
Now, there's the one thing that you said that you started off with exactly like you were like, man, these characters, I can already tell. This one here's Morgana, this one here's... And this was when we were playing Persona 3, by the way. He's sitting there and he's looking at all the characters from Persona 3 and going, man, this is parallel universe. I can already tell who's who here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go on, because I know you're going to say that.
No, I mean, yeah, exactly. You've pretty much, you've taken the words right out of my mouth, which is great. Like, I was really surprised to see, like... I say I was surprised, but also not really surprised. Like, it was funny to see, like, wow, these guys, like... I think surprised at how blatantly they template match each other. There's just like this small kid with a high-pitched voice that's a boy, and it's like, it's Morgana, but Persona 3 time.
Yeah.
And it's like this, like, even the outfits, some of the aesthetics and different characters, like one of them have like the headphones on with like the white kind of like outfit, kind of looking like Futaba, like obviously she's got her headphones on and stuff too.
Yeah.
And like their mannerisms and the way they spoke and the type of words and language they use is just like, it's Ryuji, or like that's Yusuke. Like, these different people very clearly represent characters that have been made in now the Persona 5 game as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is like some kind of structure that they have to make in these games as well, but like obviously there's some differences.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of similarities I noticed as soon as the game loaded up and we had the dialogue come through.
Right. Yeah, you were trying to match a lot of the characters with the current characters as well of Persona 5, the current cast. And yeah, there are a lot of similarities between the two, and it's obvious, but
I'm sure I was wrong about some of them.
No. You were actually quite spot on, which was funny because even I didn't think of it until you brought it up, and I was like,
"Oh, really?"
Yeah, I was sitting there and I'm like, "Man, you know what? He's right. There's a bit of a repetitive formula here. I didn't even notice it."
They have a formula.
But the thing is, the reason that I didn't really notice it is because each Persona game kind of has their unique stylings as well. Like their stories are the same but different. They're all students, but they're also well, they're not all students. They're all dressed in like a uniform and everything like that. But the thing is, Persona 3 has such a different kind of story compared to Persona 5.
Yeah, I'm sure they're quite different.
Yeah. And so you don't really notice it because the story kind of takes a different turn. But then when I sat there and you mentioned it before, I was like, shit. Shit. Have they just recycled some of these characters? And it's like, it's not a case of that. It's just a case of a lot of the character. I mean, you get a formula in each story that you tell. You know, you got the quirky guy. You got the hero. You got his quirky partner. You got
the love interest.
Yeah, the love interest.
The weird guy.
Yeah.
Yusuke.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt Mercer. But it's just a case of there is a formula there, and it's quite evident. There was one character that you said I'm not sure who that is, and that's okay.
There's some that because I mean, there's obviously a couple of characters, or I think a couple, maybe more characters I haven't seen yet. I'll find out when I play more P5.
Yeah, exactly. Can't spoil anything yet. And it's funny because we're playing these games before Holmesy has actually finished P5 as well. Mainly, like we started the podcast earlier in the year, and we were fortunate enough for FiveStar to give us this game to actually review today, and which was really cool of them to do, and we thank them for that. Now the thing is, with the controls and difficulty of the game, this is one thing that we both kind of sat there and were like, fuck. Yeah. And we were playing normal difficulty.
I think like over time it'll get. I think it'll be easy to pick up once you sit down and maybe play for like an hour or so, because I don't have previous muscle memory for like another beat-based game.
Yeah.
Like same with Guitar Hero. Like I used to play guitar. I still play guitar. String guitar last night. But like I can play guitar. But then when I picked up a Guitar Hero guitar, I was like, okay, this is 5 buttons. This is gonna be easy. Like there's 20 frets on a single string on a real guitar. How hard is playing 5 notes gonna be? And then I played like Guitar Hero on hard out of the box, and I was just like, what's going on? How do I do this? I like screwed the whole thing up and started from easy, normal, hard, extra, whatever.
Yeah.
With this, I guess like there's so many different ways to play beat games. Like for example, like Patapon uses LR up, downs, left, right. So you use like there's 10 different buttons I think you need to use in that. Whereas this game, there's 7 really.
Yeah.
There's your up, down, left, rights that you have to press in unison or like at different times and like double beats and all that kind of stuff, and then flicking the joystick for your rhythm, for your fever and the scratch.
Yep.
But it's like that's a completely different control scheme. Again, like there's still those buttons, but it's all out on the outside of the control.
Yep.
I think like I honestly, if we sat down and played for more than an hour, I reckon we'd get into it.
Yeah.
It's just
it was weird. I started noticing and also I was going to mention as well. So I was watching you play it at the start, and you were very, oh shit. But as you kept going, you were getting into it. You were getting into much more of a rhythm of it. Obviously, learning controls and everything, because we skipped the tutorials and all that, because there was a lot of tutorial
I think
stuff
it also helped playing the Persona 5 songs, though, because we started with P3, and I was like...
You were unfamiliar with it, yeah. The P5 stuff you were a lot more familiar with, and you could see the beats that were coming, and you knew the words to some of the songs, and you were like, hey, this is going to be a little bit more of a breeze. But I noticed also that when we were playing P3, and some of the track listings, even though we both pretty much sucked at it. It was just a case of, I did notice that you were starting to gel a little bit more with how to control the game as well.
Yeah.
The difficulty, obviously, we were playing all the difficulty, all the songs on normal difficulty as well. If Mog hears this, she's going to kill us because she
probably plays on like the highest.
I watch her play on Twitch. She plays on the hardest difficulty, and the maximum score you can get is called King Crazy.
And she gets King Crazy.
She gets King Crazy. I'm like, how the fuck do you get King Crazy?
That's nuts.
Yeah. And we're like stage clear. And we're just like, yes, stage clear. You know?
we failed like the first... Yeah, we failed... How many out of the 7 songs we played, I think we passed like 3 or 2.
We passed 2 songs in Persona 3. We passed pretty much all of them in Persona 5.
Yeah.
Well, the first 3 that we played. But yeah, King Crazy on every single song that I've noticed that she plays. I'm just like, oh my god. Even Yak, Australian Yak, Aussie Yak.
Aussie Yak, yeah.
He played it on Twitch as well when he got the Japanese version. And I was watching him play, and he's like, King Crazy, King Crazy. I've got to get King Crazy. And he got King Crazy on a lot of them. And I'm like, this would be a breeze to play. No problem. No. I ordered the Japanese version as well. I never opened it. I don't know why, but honestly, I never got time. But when I got this one, and I started playing, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, fuck, how are we even gonna review this? I can't even play it properly. And then when we got here today, we're just like, fuck it, we'll just play it and see how we go.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, and we did, and we were still shit.
I gotta say, I did like the fact that as soon as you put the disc in, there was no updates. It's obviously an early game anyway, but like, I feel like it's just like Japanese games overall. Like, I'm almost gonna guarantee when, apart from the DLC that's available, I can almost guarantee when Kingdom Hearts launches, there won't be an update patch for it. No. I feel like that. I know it's just like a lot of games. I feel like the development quality for Japanese originated games is just like has to be finished.
Yeah.
Finished when you release the game, and the only stuff that you download is extra content and maybe the occasional bug patch, because like there's gonna be like tiny things people miss, but like
it's something that I hugely appreciate. Always when you get something like this, it's always finished.
Persona 5 had an update for when I played it, but that's because it probably had like, I mean, how long has the game for P5 been out for now? 3 years, was it?
No, it's only been out for release date 4th of April 2017.
Oh dang, it's only last year.
Well, that's for westernized, actually. Sorry.
When did the Japanese version come out?
I think Japanese September in 2016.
Oh, 2 years. Okay,
yeah, so 2 years.
The game's been out for 2 years in English.
They probably spotted like a small bug.
Yeah, there's tiny stuff. But like, most of these games come out and they're just like out of the box, ready to go. And I like that. Both the discs. There's 2 discs in this box, and they both plugged. I both put them in the PS4. Checked the update. This is the latest version. Yeah. So big fan of that. Yeah. It's just literally plug and play.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun to actually sit down and play this today as well. I didn't expect us to kind of sit there and be like, oh yeah, it's a rhythm game. But we actually sat there and had some fun playing it. There were parts of it, and I've even got some audio as well that I recorded of us playing it, that I thought, wow, like, it's actually really fun. I'm really enjoying this.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can play this by myself.
No, that's the thing.
I'm just sitting here thinking like it was fun playing it when you were here. Yeah. But I think if you left me with the game and said like, if you want to stream this, go ahead. If you want to play this by yourself, go ahead. I think I'd be sitting there and be like, there's just no interaction. It'd just be like pressing the buttons on the sides and just being like, I don't know. It's the same as like Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I would almost, apart from P5 and P3, like, apart from like the hardcore fans, I'd almost rack this in with games like Smash Bros. And Mario Party, like party-based games.
Yeah.
If you got like a bunch of Persona fans that came around, I think it'd be fun to play. Unless you're like a super hardcore fan, you have to play this by yourself. I don't think I could play a big game alone.
Would you play it if it was available on Vita?
Probably.
Okay,
yeah, if it was available on a portable, is it available on Vita? Or?
So it's available on Vita digitally only.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can dig that. I really want to rebuy a Vita again. I want to get back to when I get back to Japan. I think I'm gonna buy another white one.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about that.
Turn my sound off.
So the good thing is that it actually is available on Vita digitally in Western. It's actually available physically in Japan.
Cool.
As well.
And you can do there's dual audio voiceovers.
There is,
interested
yeah.
to see if it lets you change the actual language in the game.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. So it'd be if you buy the Japanese copy, you can play it here.
Yeah, that's right.
Sick. Yeah. Okay.
Which is really cool. So like the thing is,
are you gonna go out and get the Vita copy now?
Probably will. But the thing is though, like, if you were to play it on Vita or PS4, would it be a Vita game or?
If I was going to get it, because I mean, apart from you, I don't really have any other Persona 5. Oh, and Mog, obviously, like, as you and Mog, like, I can't think of anybody that I'd be like, hey, you want to sit down and play Persona music games? They'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There's only really people that I hang out with.
It's a party kind of deal. Like, I'm the same. I sat there and I played it at home on my own, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. I like what I'm playing, but it'd be fun if people were here to see this.
Yeah.
Or it'd be fun if there was like a two-player mode, even a battle mode, kind of like what Dance Dance does.
Yeah, the side by side. I was about to say or even it would be fun if you got like two people to do like what we could have done.
What's that?
Is although there's no reason anyway, we've just been dicking around.
Yeah.
Is like each of us take control of one side of the control, so you hold the left side, I hold the right side, and play it at the same time.
I've seen people do that online.
Yeah.
There's the streamers on YouTube who actually do every single Persona release.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, not every single Persona. I should say since Persona 4 Golden, they did that, and then they did Persona 5. And then when Joker was announced for Smash, I saw the reaction of them seeing that as well, and they freaked the fuck out when they saw that as well.
Yeah.
But I saw them play this, and they were like, oh, one player. Does it actually say one player on it? I think it does on the back, doesn't it?
It does only say one player, yeah. So there's no... Oh, they got answered my own question. Cross features for PS4 and PS Vita.
There you go.
What are the cross features, though?
It's probably saves.
True. Yeah, probably, yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah. The thing is... I saw them play it one controller in each hand, which seemed like a lot of fun. But the thing is, I think a battle mode for the game would actually make it like a fuck ton better as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having flashbacks to Guitar Hero now too.
Yeah.
Playing like because there was two different battle modes in Guitar Hero where you could play. There's the two streams of people playing on the left and right, and you could either do one for one exact same song, or you could do turn by turn.
Yeah.
And like each person plays a different bit of the song, so like doing something like that again would be really cool, where you like tag in and out of playing the song.
Oh, I agree.
I wanted to see, and I know like we didn't get the chance to do it anyway, but I'm curious to see how this is compatible in VR and like what it kind of is, because like have you had much experience on VR really?
No, honestly, I sold my VR off.
Oh, okay.
And then I bought it again on Black Friday specials because I was at like $229 on Amazon.
Money back, yeah.
Dude, it was good because I sold my VR at like $400, and then I got the VR bundle for $229 again.
Sure.
I was like, yeah, well, that's
all
fine.
right.
Yeah. So no, I haven't had a chance yet to check it out on VR. I want to see what it's like. I'm pretty sure it's probably more than likely like you can look around the city and stuff, and they probably pop out and shit.
That's what I'm curious about. Like it says VR compatible, or actually, yeah, you're probably right now that I think about that, because a game that isn't VR compatible is just like a hovering sort of cinema screen.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether it was going to be a cinema kind of like just a floating rectangular TV screen, or if you could actually interact with the world. If you can do that, that would be cool. Then if you're able to like stand there and just like it's just a contextual floating DDR like button mashing kind of thing, and then the world around you can see.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up now?
I'm having a look at it on YouTube. At the moment, actually, I'll put the volume down here a little bit.
There you go.
But it looks weird. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's like let me. Yeah, no, this doesn't look good at all.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
So okay, there are some things that like for a good example of what I just said there. Tekken. Tekken 7 has a VR.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No way.
But it's shit.
Ah.
Yeah, so when you play it, when you jump in, it's not a battle. It's like practice mode. You jump in and you have the character and you have another character and you're essentially doing moves and stuff, and it has like a rainbow background and you're fighting as king and stuff, and there's not much to go by on it. And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. And that's what I just pretty much saw here, is essentially just had Arn dancing with a pretty standard background. It just didn't look that good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'm even saying exact same background for Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight. I'll even flip it around so you can see from there. I know, sorry to audio listeners as well, but
yeah,
this is also something that
search Persona Dancing VR on YouTube.
Pretty much,
listening to this bit, and you can check out what we're talking about.
You'll see exactly what we're talking about. That's what it looks like. Do you see that background?
Right. Yeah,
it's just a rainbow LED background.
Okay, I mean it's cool that you can like walk up and look at the characters and kind of like get close to them, and you've just got this floating. I was hoping, if anything, I had an image of like you bring up the menu and it pops up and you can kind of walk up to the menu and get close to it. But
even like a Beat Saber style kind of rhythm system would have been nice as well.
Or something like Sword Art Online.
Oh my god! Here we go. Here he comes with his favorite song of all time. Oh man.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's that. Look, honestly, all in all, I think it's been an enjoyable experience. Like you said. It's been an enjoyable experience to play it today with us being together to play it with each other. I think that you're right. Playing it on your own would be a bit of a dull experience. Only if you are an enthusiast and really enjoy the music like I do. However, even as somebody like me who does really enjoy the music in the game,
can't see yourself playing it by.
No, I can't. And it's just a case of I like we just discussed, it would be good as a two-player game because if you have your friends there playing with you, like we did today, and have that camaraderie, yeah. It seemed, especially for somebody who's actually currently playing it and somebody who's like clocked it like 400 hours.
How many hours?
418 hours.
Sure, that's right. Wasn't it like 600 or something?
Don't judge me. 630.
There we go.
635 hours is what my
truth comes out.
My PS4 Life says 635 hours.
So dropping the hours by 200 on the pod.
Hey,
off pod
I don't know where
it's like 600.
I don't know where 200 and whatever hours came from because actually no, you know what? You might be right. 418 comes from my second profile.
Save plus.
My first profile has another 85 hours on top, so that makes it about 500 some gameplay hours. So I don't know where 135, maybe 100 hours is like idle. I don't know. But either way...
He's making excuses,
I am making excuses. 635 hours is what my PS4 Life said the other day, which was kind of scary. Hey, man, I'm not bad as Buddy, all right? Buddy actually showed me his PS4 Life, and he had 1,165 hours or something like that of Rocket League, all right?
Oh, my...
So, wait, no. 1,615 hours of Rocket League, I think it was. Bam. 60 days in a row's worth. And he showed his wife.
What did she say?
Oh, man, she was not impressed.
Oh boy.
He brought it up. We were playing COD the other night, and he goes, at least I'm not as worse as you. He goes, oh, wait a minute, no. He goes, Rocket League is bad. I'm like, well, how bad? And he goes, I saw my PS4 Life 1,000 something hours. I'm like, yeah, that's right, boy.
That is large.
Yeah. Did you check your My PS4 Life?
No, what is that?
You don't even know what My PS4 Life is?
No.
Well, somebody needs to check his My PS4 Life and see how many hours he's put into games.
That is create a personalized PS4 video. Is this something from PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
So if you hook it up and then sign into your PlayStation, you can actually see how many hours of each game you've played.
Create your video.
Yeah, so it takes so once you sign in and do it, it takes a couple of minutes and
That's
stuff.
cool.
So
all right.
We'll check that out. But in regards to this, guys, this has been our impressions of the Dancing Endless Night collection. We thank you very much for listening all year round to us during Take Your Hearts as well. Guys, Dash and Holmesy is our tri-weekly book club inspired gaming podcast where Holmesy and I are currently delving into Persona 5. If you like what you heard today, make sure that you follow us on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/dashandholmesy or dashandholmesy.com. You can follow Holmesy on Twitter and on Twitch at Holmesy5. You can follow me on Twitter at DashGamers and also on Twitch, DashGamer with a 3, not an E. I've got to get that fixed still. We're live every 3 weeks, so you can catch us there talking about Persona 5. And in the new year, you can catch us talking about Holmesy's favourite, Kingdom Hearts.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So we're really excited for that. But guys, we will see you in 2019. Have a safe New Year's, guys. Much love.
Stay hungry.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Confessing while alone and on. Without a clue. Without a sign. Without grasping yet. The real question to be asked, where have I been?
dashgamer.com